that drunk.
Such a crazy Joker.
But yeah, if we talk about the psyche now that mGG's got to be thinking, they're going to be thinking, oh, what's Quantic going to do? Is he going to kind of go for a sneaky kind of tactic again? Or so it's really good to have those kind of cheeses in these tournament scenarios as well, just because, you know, always keeps your opponent on their toes and they just can't guess. And also now that's another strategy that they don't get to see, you know, what that game could have been.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and as you said, it's a thing where you throw it out there, and in most sort of you know, higher level games, you would say, how often do I get cannon rush? Like, I don't know. Some of you guys in the chat, how many times do you get cannon rush? I mean, if you know, masters or above, I would say it's not every single game. It's maybe, I don't know, if you're playing PvP, it's probably every, you know, 6 or 7 games maybe, or maybe more. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers. But the point is, now that you've got LM who's thrown it out there and said, you know what, I'm putting the chessboard on the ground. I'm just going to say, you know, I'm going to cannon rush everybody, and it could happen. I mean, it can even happen to Titan. We'll find out. Of course, he's about to be playing in this game. It is going to be on Entombed Valley. Of course, shout out to all those lovely people in the chat. I can see a Paranormal and Nemesis. Chase is there. We got a Hazard. What else we got? Time Sky. Jig's there.
Jig's there.
The jig is up. The jig is up. Whoa!
GG.
I had to throw that one out there. Alright, so starting in the blue, up at the top left-hand side of Entombed Valley, for Team Invision, it is
LM. What do you think LM stands for?
My initials? I don't know. Well, it is my initials, but I don't know what it could stand for though. It could stand for my uncle's initials, or my cousin's initials, or my grandpa's initials as well. That's some weird thing.
Does
in my
everyone
family.
in your family have the same name? Is that
no? It's just the first male of each generation or something like that. So I don't know. It's really weird. Anyway. Laughing Man, of course. No, I should have known that. Down at the bottom left-hand side, the red Terran for mGG is
Titan.
A sexy moon around the planet of Saturn, if I remember correctly. Also, a Greek god of
the Titans, isn't it?
No, I think he's also a god or something like that.
Is he?
Yeah. Anyway, there it is.
Oh,
he's going crazy.
No.
He's throwing it out there. This guy.
What's he doing?
All right. Now, look again. Me, the Gallsy stream common watcher. Me. This is a very common thing to see as well. You plonk your cannon down here. You can put a pylon just across the right-hand side of that as well. And wow, he is definitely doing this. There it is. There is the second cannon on the high ground. Now this gives you the ability to counter any bunkers that are built, because of course when this cannon starts, that means the Terran's got to react and say, alright, I've got to build a bunker and I've got to make sure it's in the right position. Now of course, Marines inside will have that range of, how much range do they have? I think they've got a range of 6 when they're in there. The cannons have a range of 7, I believe. Yes, it is. So they will actually just outrange the Marines, but it looks as if Titan is going to be trying to react as best as possible. Second pylon being built on the high ground as well, just to make sure everything is very powered. I don't know. What do you reckon is going to happen?
It's going to be successful. It's definitely going to do some damage. Just is it going to be able to do enough damage? We'll be able to lift up that Rax as soon as it's going to get that one more Marine out, I think, and then lift up and save it. There we go, targeting down the cannons, so it's going to get shut down. Not going to be able to do that much damage, so we're going to definitely see a little bit more of a macro game here. I hope LM, Laughing Man, does kind of macro behind this.
He's going to rebuild the cannon. Are you serious?
Get the cancel. Ooh.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. There you go. He does get the cancel. He's going to try and rebuild it again. He's thrown down extra probes down here, just keep in mind. I don't know why he's brought down so many probes, but there is a gateway building for him back at home. His worker count is sitting at 16. There is a second command center being built by Titan just across to the side. Looks like he will be able to... he's targeting down the cannons. Yeah, I guess that's a fair enough decision here. You don't want the cannons to build, because you don't want to try and take down the pylon, because of those probes down there, they could just throw down another couple of pylons and you could be alright. So, looks like, as you said, Titan is going to fend this off. We'll see if that is going to be a benefit for him, puts him in the lead or not, or whether that puts him in still a bit of a deficit given some of the damage that was done, but I think he handled that very well.
Yeah, LM now he's actually survivor. She doesn't have another pylon building as far as I can see. He's got that sudden score there, it goes pylon down. But I love that Titan is actually, you know, just getting command center up behind this as well, not just like going 3 racks and just going to go for a quick kind of win. Like he's probably going to move out with these Marines and see what he can do, but he is building that command center just in case. Yeah,
definitely. So, you know, you got to keep it cool. You got to make sure you're not flustering under, you know, not raging about how cannons are overpowered or something like that. You got to sit back. You got to say, all right, I've got my bunker up. I got a couple of SCVs repairing. We've got these 8 Marines out of the map. Got to go take down the cannons, build another command center, and all is lovely. Let's listen to some Enya or something like that.
You know what would have been cool just then? If that SCV went to the back of Laughing Man's base and built a bunker.
That would be awesome. That would be play of the day. In fact, there's a beautiful bunker spot just right at the top next to the top of simulator there. So, you know, could be cool.
Could have been cool.
Check out the sneaky probe at the top of the natural for Titan.
He's a sneaky probe. He is very scared right now. He's like, I'm in the base. I don't have any cannons. Don't get me killed, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Gotta make some more cannons. That's the way to do it. That's what everyone else is doing. I'm just a slave for trends. But bunker gonna go up for you from Titan. So we've sort of, in a way, we've fallen into, we've sort of stumbled and tripped over into what would be a sort of semi-normal position here for Titan. He's got the 3 racks up, Stim is on the way, that's about a third done, and he's got a couple of Marines also on the way. The Natural is now done, putting down Mules and SCVs over there, and yeah, as I said, things looking relatively standard for him. Obviously, as you can see, Mirth, the problem is that LM, not content for standard right now, is he?
Nope.
Nope.
He's in the Twilight Council.
Twilight Council and a 4-gate. Alright, so let's recite this. Cannon Rush, into 4-gate, into possible DTs.
I hope it's DTs.
I hope so.
Better be DTs.
And then if DTs fail, go into carriers, right?
You got it.
Exactly. Alright, so it looks like LM has warped in 4 Stalkers. Perhaps could have waited for a couple more units there. I'm not sure if that was the best decision, but it does get across. It's going to take down maybe 2 or 3 of the Marines. Yeah, a couple. Not too many, but the SCVs come along and say, yep, we're not having any of that. Takes the pylon and the probe down. You know, I would not be surprised if Titan's in a position where he's like, alright, I got to check every single square centimeter of my base. Someone get the CSI crew here. We need some zoom and enhance just to make sure that there are no more pylons or probes around, because things have just been crazy since then. And you're right, DTs.
There it is.
There it is.
When behind, he is behind, so DT.
When you go on.
It does have like 3 older commands, so Titan's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I don't know if once the DTs fail, if then we'll see a GG, or you'll see those carriers, the inevitable carriers.
Yeah.
That
I would have really liked to see just a little bit of trickery here from LM. Perhaps let the SCV survive a little bit longer, so you could put the Nexus down and then actually just cancel it a little bit later once the DTs are getting in, and proceed with the 4-gate. Yeah, that could have been something he may have gone for here. Of course, when you're in this position, you've gone from a cannon rush into a 4-gate into DTs. Your transitions into mid-game are extremely limited, because effectively you've let a Terran get to 45 SCVs, of course, double Mules being produced at a time. Upgrades are just dropping out of every single orifice he's got. He's going to have +1 very soon. Combat shields are also on the way, a little bit further behind, but Marauders are also starting to come out as well. He has spotted one of the proxy pylons. That is only 1 of 2, but the DTs are already coming across. I think Titan, did he see that? Did he see that? That is the big question.
Here you go, splitting 1 DT up, good. You don't want to see all your DTs, it's very risky.
Yep.
1 scan will definitely take them all out. Here we go, there is a turret going up.
Yep, So he should be fine, because obviously this turret's going to cover the main ramp there. Looks like the Marines have moved into a beautiful position here, holding position right on top of that turret. Going to finish that off and polish off that DT. So I like the hesitation to say, alright, he could have seen me, but I think he still should have probably, like, I mean, you're in a position where your Nexus is only just completed. He probably should have just gone for it anyway. I mean, you know, is that triple forge?
It looks like it's triple forge all the way, but there goes one cancel. So just double forge.
You know, I had a build that I used to use in 4s, which was double forge shield and armor upgrades, and then get blink, and just like micro like your Marine King Prime or something like that.
Yeah.
But speaking of micro and Marines, here we go. Titan going to push in. He's got a whole bunch of these little babies here with +1 combat shields and stim. A couple of medevacs here. Standard sort of what would normally be an 11-minute timing, but fended off very, very easily there. And that is the end of Quantic LM, of course. That is LM of Invision, taken down here by Titan in game number 3. Fantastic job by Titan to keep his cool, as Mirth was saying. Keep his cool, put the command center down, and not be too phased by the fact that there are cannons on his doorstep. Was still able to take the natural and put himself in a beautiful position.
Yeah, solid play from Titan there. It's really good.